Okay, today after the Casa Magna from Nicaragua, we're also going to taste, not necessarily in comparison, but just a similar size cigar to Cuba. Very young cigar, by the way. The Montecristo Edmundo. It's BUE April '08, so you really can't get too much younger than that. I don't think I've had too many cigars younger than that at this point in time. Aroma of cold, construction.
Nice. This one looks good.
Yeah, I think it's good construction.
Construction looks very good.
Yeah. Wrapper looks good.
In fact, this looks spot on. Just a hint of oil, well made. Everything looks very promising.
Good draw, slightly restricted.
Mine's a little open.
No, mine's good draw.
Light them up, light them up.
I've always been a bigger fan of these than you, Florical. You were never a great fan of these.
No, I thought they missed the mark in the initial
Early
releases.
on, they did.
Initial releases they missed the mark completely. I think they've had they all deny it, they won't say it, but they had a blank change. And they're a much better cigar for it.
I certainly wouldn't be putting this above medium. It's like a creamy note, cedary.
Can we get back to this after the first third?
Mate, it's a good draw. Body is just under medium side of things. Flavour, I was getting some toasty notes there. Toasty cedary side of things.
I think it's pretty much spot on.
I agree.
Good opening. Like I said, toasty notes there. A little bit of sweetness coming through. Good smoke. It's moved from just under medium to just above medium, I feel. Enjoyable.
Marginally under for me, marginally under, but it's beautiful cigar. It's smoked a little quicker than I expected.
Yeah, I agree with you.
That's the one problem. We're going through it at a rate of knots, but other than that, lovely flavours. It's cedary notes.
Bit of cream.
Touch of cream is moving into. Beautiful young cigar.
It lacks a core. It lacks a core of flavour. In other words, it's working the periphery, but there's a lack of soul to this point in time, which I hope that does change into. But when I look to put cigars down for a period of time, I look for a core of soul. Are you seeing anything there? But young cigars can show mongrel.
Yeah,
it's not showing any
no,
mongrel.
no, it's not.
It's not showing any mongrel.
It's fairly delicate on its flavour side of things.
And I mean, we're finding, if you look back at the various reviews of the good cigars we've enjoyed, the young cigars are smoking better young than they may have a few years ago.
Oh, absolutely. So far, so good.
Ish.
Not great. And let's see what the second third delivers. Half-time report on the Montecristo Edmundo.
It has gone quickly. That's the hiccup, as it were. But it's a lovely cigar. I understand what you're saying about whether it's got that core, and I'm not sure it has. But just as a terrific cigar now to pick up and enjoy, thoroughly enjoying it.
Smitty.
Yeah, I think it's lacking that core, that longevity of putting it down for a long time side of things. Soft cedary notes are coming through a bit more than, and just a touch of sweetness as well. But where do you see it, Al?
I've dated girls like this before I was married. It's all giggles and superfluous crap. You look in its eyes and see some real goddamn substance now. And I haven't got that yet.
I don't think you're going to get it.
This is a chick that you take out and you knock her up on vodka breezes. It's not one you take home and put down. You put down long term?
Oh, no.
I'm thinking 2 or 3 years would be. If you get a box of this and you smoke it over 2 or 3 years, you'd be a happy man.
Oh, I think.
But I don't think you just reach for it as a standard cigar. I don't think you'd be reaching for it with great expectations.
I've had
It's not great, but it's certainly good.
Yeah,
you've 85, 86 for the last one, so you think it's only marginally better than the...
well, no, they're different. They're very different cigars. The Casa Magna from Nicaragua is very different to this here. This hasn't blown it away. I mean, let's be fair.
Yeah, I'm not giving it an 86 at best.
So,
right? I'd be going 87, 88.
And I've had Edmundos which are in the 90s, but this doesn't...
No.
It's lacking a core of substance, which I always look for in a cigar to put away, but this one doesn't have it. Yeah, you can love a cigar one week and hate it the next. This box right now, as it is today. I mean, I know your taste. I mean, you wouldn't be overly fucking thrilled about this.
No, I wouldn't be. And I don't smoke too many Edmundos along the pure and simple lines that they have never rocked my world. Creaminess, I got a hint of butteriness there before. But cedary, delicate notes
just
in there
a touch more of your head off.
Yeah,
in
and that
here
complexity
would just change it
Yeah.
So much.
Yeah.
And it just lacks at the
Yeah.
head. Or they just missed it in
Yeah.
the blend on this one here.
Yeah.
One more leaf of the head, or one less leaf of volado,
Mm.
or one less leaf of seco would have made all the difference to this cigar.
Yeah. It's an okay afternoon smoke to.
True, but
you
I
know,
will give you 10 more of those, which I prefer.
Yeah, true. That's a good
Yeah.
point.
Not that it's a bad cigar, it's not a great cigar. And you know what? It never will be a great cigar, because if you haven't got a soul, you cannot evolve. Call it. Yeah, 86.
Yeah, 86.
Yeah, look, I'd be marginally above that, 87, maybe 88. It's a thoroughly pleasant cigar that I've enjoyed, but I don't see it as one of our greats. I heard you say afternoon smoke.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I think
is
that's I think we're being a little harsh on it.
I would rate it an 85, 86, much the same as well as yourself. But if I had to reach for either one of these, Casa Magna or a Monte Edmundo, what would you reach for?
This one.
Smithy?
I'd probably reach for this one. You'd smoke one a month, and that would get you that 2 year
Yeah,
side of
exactly.
things in
And
your
you-
rotation of cigars
You
on the
wouldn't be
afternoon.
unhappy pulling one out. You'd
So
pour it
that-
out
that- yeah.
when you're not pulling out looking for that 95 cigar.
Yeah.
From the nose, it was excellent.
Mm.
From the construction, it was excellent.
If you're a fan of Edmundo's, there are better ones. So maybe this is a code to not rush to. But by the same token, if you've got them, or if you enjoy Edmundo's, I don't think you'd be unhappy.
No. Okay, let's wrap it up. Next week, guys, send us some suggestions. What do you want us to taste?
This is just going to be a joke, this entire review. Am I even in shot?
I don't know. It's a better review otherwise.
Well, that's what you rated the Casa Duvalaki.
Under medium.
Flavours?
Under medium.
Give me some flavours, mate. Yeah, nice.
Please, why don't you run this review?
I will.
It's the wine. Christ, listen to this crap.
Don't any people live out here are mass murderers and wine riders? Oh, seriously, mate. If it was a chick, you wouldn't call it back. Do I ever tell you what to say?
Most times, you stand up at me while I edit it and say, Smith, this is what we need them to say.
Oh,
You
seriously.
cut, when we had to run around and kill all the beetles, you cut that bit out.
The only time I stand over you is when you're watching Star Wars things on your computer. I just can get back to some work. Can't wait for your pay review to come out.
You got to give him something before you can review it.
Good point.
Um,
If you're a mass murderer, he's just too lazy.
I'm done with the cigar already.
Get a new crew. Arthur, Alan, come back.
You're going to edit it, though.
That's a good point.
You're gonna-
That's a good point. A professional. I'll type it. I'll certainly label it road to bankruptcy. If you didn't have the wine, wouldn't come to you.
once those beetles left, it got better.
Seriously, you're a dickhead. Honestly, he's a dickhead. He's a dickhead. Honestly.
Which is lower on the rung than the self-confessed tosser.
You did confess to that. The battery's running out now.
God, even I wouldn't watch this.